Just to let you guys know before I go any further with this video, I actually do want to say that this is a very spoiler video. So if you guys have not seen the movie yet, if you guys don't really want to see any spoilers or whatever, get off of this video right now. But if you guys don't really care about spoilers or anything, then stay tuned for this video. Hey guys, how's it going out there? Yes, I already know that I've made a video like this somewhat like a few weeks ago before the Sonic movie actually came out and before it was released. The video that I made a few weeks ago, that was like my theories. So now let me explain this whole thing because I've already made somewhat of a video like this before. That was just like my theories that I was being open-minded. So like whatever I would see before the first movie, before Sonic the Hedgehog, so before I saw that movie, like, I was kind of brainstorming to see, like, what could happen or whatever, to where I could predict in the first movie that I could also predict and carry forward to the second film. So now, since that, now I finally saw the movie, and I'm very much excited for the second movie to actually come out and see what Paramount is actually thinking about in stored or actually has planned for this particular moment or for that particular movie. So I have a list right here, but you know, I couldn't write anything down. I came up with ideas that I couldn't write down and stuff, so it was just kind of like, and plus I have bad handwriting, so I wouldn't be able to read it. So anyways, let's dive in, and here is my official list of things I want to see in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2. So the first thing I want to see that we saw at the ending of the first movie carried on forward into the second movie is Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik. Now, obviously, Jim Carrey has said that he wants to be, if they do make a sequel for Sonic the Hedgehog, he wants to be in the sequel of the movie, which, thank God, because sometimes celebrities probably don't want to do it, so then they would have to try to find a different actor or in some way or whatever. They would have to try to work around it and stuff. But no, Jim Carrey is fully on the list that he wants to come back and make it into a second film. So obviously, I want to see Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik. I want to see how far Jim Carrey can take this character. Like, don't get me wrong. So now, what do I mean by this? Well, in the first movie, it's an origin story. So we get to see, like, how Sonic and Dr. Robotnik finally first meet, and then, like, how their rival against each other began, and like when it all started and all that stuff. So Dr. Robotnik was kind of crazy or whatever, but he wasn't fully crazy or whatever. And that's what Jim Carrey said. Dr. Robotnik has not reached to his full potential or reached his full whatever he said. I don't know, in one of his interviews. I can't exactly remember what he said. But I am very excited to see how far he can take this Dr. Robotnik character. Because let me tell you guys something. When he was in the Mushroom World, and when he was stuck there, and right after he shaved his head, and he had that Dr. Eggman mustache, then it was just like, like a few days ago, I saw the movie again. I've been seeing this movie like a lot of times now, so it's just kind of like, yeah. So when I went to go see the movie, all the kids were in school, parents were at work or whatever. I had the day off. So then I was like, you know, let me go see the movie. I just want to go and watch this movie again. I had the whole theater to myself. Nobody was in there, and I just had a blast. And when I was in there by myself, Dr. Robotnik and Jim Carrey, that was kind of creepy. Like, it actually kind of, like, freaked me out a bit, and actually kind of got me, like, a little scared to be in there by myself, because you're in there in a dark room by yourself, and then just, like, watching Dr. Robotnik getting crazy and stuff. Like, it's just kind of like, and also, I really liked how Jim Carrey started. Like, now we're seeing Dr. Robotnik actually starting to get a little bit more insane, a little bit more crazy, and a little bit more obsessive of capturing Sonic. So, it's just kind of like, okay, like, now this is interesting. And we just saw the start of it. So now it's just kind of like, now let's see how Jim Carrey can do full extent into the second film. And I think the way how Jim Carrey was actually doing at the end of the movie, I actually really liked. Like, you could tell like he was getting like a little bit crazy when he would go ring, ring, ring. Like he was doing kind of like the robot movements, and all of a sudden he threw the little rock thing and he yells out, "Robocardisus!" and then keeps walking off. Like, it's just kind of like, I want to see Jim Carrey take this character to the next level. I mean, like, I'm going to be very excited to see, like, how far he's going to go, and I'm truly excited. So now that's the only thing that actually stands out the most. So now let's actually talk about this. Dr. Robotnik is stuck in the mushroom world, and obviously they did not destroy the quill. Sonic didn't get it back, he didn't destroy the quill or whatever. Dr. Robotnik still has it. So of course, he looks at it and he goes, "I'll be home by Christmas." And then what does that mean? Like, oh, I'll be home by Christmas. So now he's coming, he's going to try to come back and capture Sonic. Like, now it's just kind of like, okay, now this is where we're going to start. So now, obviously, Dr. Robotnik is going to try to figure out some way how to get back from the mushroom world to Earth. So now, how's that going to happen? I obviously don't know yet, but here's what I think. I think the mushroom world is not just its own basic world. I think Dr. Robotnik is going to figure out some way how to, like, we just see him walk off. We don't know how far he walked, and also we don't even know what time of the present day or whatever that scene took place. So he could just be walking off in the mushroom world, but also, too, I think that if he walks a good amount of distance, he's going to get to a point or part or whatever to where he's actually going to another land, like somehow or another, or I don't know, that's my theory. Because in the second movie, we're going to have Metal Sonic or Shadow. I think those two are going to be the main villains. So now, how is Dr. Robotnik going to have all the tools and all the accessories to actually make Shadow or Metal Sonic? I have no idea, but that's what makes me think that, like, if he walks a far amount of distance, maybe he's gonna travel to maybe, like, some other land or whatever, and then actually maybe find some, like, stuff or whatever, and then he's actually gonna make something to where he probably might make Metal Sonic, or, he probably might make Shadow or something. By my standards, one of those are gonna be the main villains. So that's what I'm actually predicting. And also, I think that Dr. Robotnik is going to be more of a supporting role than he is going to be actually the main character. I think that, like, it's going to be a bounty hunter movie to where it's going to be Metal Sonic or Shadow tracking down Sonic or whatever, and then having, like, this big massive showdown. I think that's what I said in my last video, and I still, to this day, I still think that's how this is going to happen. Or if not, here we go. Here's a little bit of a turn of results or whatever. So obviously, exactly what I said. So Dr. Robotnik is probably he's gonna travel to a far distance. He's gonna go to some, like, other land, and all of a sudden, like, yeah, like, so he won't be in the mushroom world. He'll start traveling, and all of a sudden get to, like, some other part of this, like, other land or whatever in that world or something. So, obviously, when he gets to this land, he's going to run across echidnas. Like a land or like a group of echidnas. And all of a sudden, he's going to run across Knuckles. And he's going to see Knuckles actually standing there, because Knuckles is actually, from what I remember, he's the guardian or the guard of the Master Emerald or the Chaos Emeralds. So he's going to see Knuckles standing there just guarding the Master Emerald or the Chaos Emeralds. And Dr. Robotnik's going to be like, "Oh, what is this lad up to?" I'm trying to do my Dr. Robotnik voice or my Dr. Robotnik or Eggman impression. "How's this for size, hedgehog?" But, so anyways, so he's going to run across Knuckles, wondering what he's doing. Then when he looks over, he sees the Master Emerald or the Chaos Emeralds. So then Dr. Robotnik's going to be like, "Ho ho!" So I'm going to stop doing that. So anyways, Dr. Robotnik is going to actually figure out, like, oh, that's what he's guarding. okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So he's gonna figure out some way how to take over maybe that world or something. Maybe like he's gonna try to figure out how to take over that world in Sonic's universe or whatever. So, anyways, now to continue. So, Dr. Robotnik, while he's building Metal Sonic or Shadow, he's gonna go up to Knuckles and he's actually gonna try to frame Sonic. And actually, how I think he's gonna do that, either one, he's going to finish up building Metal Sonic or Shadow, and he's gonna let them steal the Chaos Emeralds or the Master Emerald, and then frame it on Sonic. Or he's just going to frame it on Sonic no matter what. But I think my first idea is going to work out a little bit better, because then he's got something to frame Sonic about, because Sonic, Metal Sonic, and Shadow both kind of resemble as the blue blur. So anyways, or either that, or if not that, he's going to go up to Knuckles and say like, oh hey, it's a pesky hedgehog named Sonic. He's going to tell Knuckles that Sonic is going to go down there and take over the Master Emeralds or the Chaos Emeralds. So go after him. So that's where another part where it's going to be like kind of like a bounty hunter kind of movie, to where maybe not Metal Sonic or Shadow, but Knuckles could also be the bounty hunter, and also probably could be maybe like not the main villain, but maybe just like, how you say, like an anti-villain or the first act villain. I don't know how you would call it, but that's what I would see. So then Knuckles finds some way how he's going to transfer or go into Earth. And while he's there, he's going to track down Sonic. So now, instead of rambling on and on about now how that's going to work out, now let's go over to the heroes. So now, obviously, of course, now we know from the movie, from Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic is living on Earth now. He's living with Tom and his wife, Maddie. So, obviously, now that's what's happening. And then also, there was the post-credits scene where Tails shows up. I got chills again. That was an epic moment on the movie. So, Tails shows up, and then Tails has that little communicator thing that is probably telling him where Sonic is. And he goes, he's here, I found him, I just hope I'm not too late. Now, what does Tails mean by that? Well, now, here's another thing that I'm actually thinking about. Kind of the same thing as, like, Dr. Robotnik, when he's walking off, we don't know what time, what day of when that present scene took place. It's kind of the same thing as, like, when Tails showed up. We don't know what time, what day that Tails actually showed up to Earth. Because maybe in the second movie, when they show when the film takes place, they probably might show us the day and time and stuff. Dr. Robotnik says, I'm going to be home by Christmas, and Tails says, I just hope I'm not too late. So now, all this, like all those two things could be going on at the same time. Dr. Robotnik is probably figuring out, he probably found out a plan or a way to get back to Earth, or somehow Knuckles or Metal Sonic did, and they probably found out a way how to get back to Earth. And by that close a period of time of Dr. Robotnik coming back by Christmas, Tails came around. So now, and then now he says, I just hope I'm not too late. So now that's what makes me think that maybe sometime in the future, that scene with Tails probably goes sometime in the future. You see what I'm saying? A few months into the future, because because Dr. Robotnik didn't tell us what year he's going to be going back by Christmas. So Tails actually is saying, now I just hope I'm not too late. So now that means like, oh, Dr. Robotnik is actually coming back. Or also, when Tails was in that world, or in Sonic's world, he must have eavesdropped on Dr. Robotnik and probably found out what his plan is, what his scheme is. So Tails had to get back to Earth to find Sonic. So now, does that mean that Tails and Sonic are friends? Because my original theory was that when they make the second movie, they were going to introduce Tails in the second movie. Sonic was going to run into Tails and then figure out, like, their chemistry, and then also, like, that was how it would end up. But so far what it seems like, they're both friends. Because now how would Tails know who Sonic is and where he was? So, like, I know it's, like, all in the communicator thing, so it probably told Tails, like, where Sonic is and stuff, but now, how did he get Sonic's DNA, or how did he get something or whatever to track down Sonic? I might be getting somewhere here. I didn't actually think about that until now when I'm actually recording this video. So, now, also, I think Tom and Maddie will probably be... It's going to be kind of like how Jim Carrey is. They probably may not be the big focus or the main focus. They probably might be the supporting roles in the second movie. That's what I'm trying to say. Mainly just because, here's why. So now, since that Tails is on Earth, finding Sonic, what it seems like they're already friends in cartoon shows and whatever. In the Sonic universe, Tails and Sonic, they're both best friends. So that's going to be a thing that I'm actually going to have to start thinking about or wait until the second movie, because Sonic came onto Earth when he was just like a baby, when he was just a little kid. He probably might have known Tails at that time, but he was alone though. I'm surprised that he wouldn't, because he acted like that he was alone on Earth forever. So I don't know, somehow or whatever, Tails and Sonic are both friends before Sonic came to Earth, or, I don't know, that's going to be a hard one to tell. But comment down below what you guys think about that, because I'm having brain farts right now about that. But yes, Tom and Maddie will both be kind of like the supporting roles, because Sonic and Tails are both best friends, and I'm pretty sure that the fight is going to go to Eggman. Either the fight's going to go to Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Robotnik is going to bring the fight to them. So now, here's what I think. So, Tails is going to find Sonic. He's going to tell Sonic basically about what Dr. Robotnik's plot is. Or, like, Dr. Robotnik is planning on coming back. Here's his plan and stuff. Sonic is going to be saying, like, oh, okay, well, let's go. And then they're going to go, and they're going to teleport into Sonic's world. And obviously, by the time they do that, or when Knuckles finds some way to get back to Earth, or get to Earth, that's where the kind of like the Batman v Superman fight will kind of take place. To where Knuckles is going to be like, you stole the Master / or Chaos Emeralds. Prepare to die. And then Sonic's going to be dodging him, and he's going to be like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. And then, you came and you stole the Master Emerald or the Chaos Emerald to take over the world. I'm going to take them back. I don't know what you're talking about. And then that's when they actually kind of they kind of do like the little fight before the main fight. So the first fight before the actual main final fight. So now they're going to actually talk about it. So Sonic's going to tell Knuckles about, like, what's going on, or Tails and Sonic, or just Tails. They're going to tell Knuckles what is going on, and then Knuckles is going to be like, that stupid, rutted, Robotnik freak, douche! And then that's when, or they're going to go into Sonic's world, and they're going to bring the fight to Robotnik to actually get back the Master Emerald or the Chaos Emeralds, and having the fight against Metal Sonic or / Shadow, and then that's when the final fight kind of takes place. Or
Dr. Robotnik finds some way with Knuckles to get back to Earth, and then now this is when kind of like the big ordeal takes place. Knuckles will probably know some way how to get to Earth with Dr. Robotnik. Then they're going to share something to where Dr. Robotnik can actually use to teleport Metal Sonic or Shadow to Earth when Knuckles goes to track down Sonic, and then that's when maybe the fight, Dr. Robotnik will probably bring the fight to them and probably have it on Earth, and then Tom and Maddie will still be the main focus because the fight will be taken to Earth.
Wow. My brain just had like a big explosion with all those massive results. I don't know, but that was just all those ideas were flying all at once. Oh yes, I almost forgot about this one last thing. So, Knuckles will tell Sonic what the Chaos Emeralds do, because Sonic will have no idea what the Chaos Emeralds do, and then when Knuckles explains to him about what the Chaos Emeralds do, Sonic will actually, eventually, in the third act, will become Supersonic. The fans want to see Supersonic. Like, let's be honest here. We all want to see not only Supersonic, but we want to see Shadow or Metal Sonic being in the second movie. And that's what we're all thinking about right now. And I think that's what they're going to do, because in order for the second film to be better or to be great, they need to go above and beyond that what made the first film, what made Sonic the Hedgehog so good that people are saying that it's the best video game movie of all time. Now they got some pressures, but now they have to kind of go above and beyond about like how the second film will do and what we want to see. And because it seems like Paramount, the people who are working for the Sonic movie, are listening to the fans. They're listening to see or hear what we're actually thinking about. So they're probably going to take some time, because obviously they're probably going to announce it soon. I don't know when, but soon. That they're going to be making Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And what I think is that they're just going to take a break, and they're taking time right now to actually listen to the fans about what the fans want to see. And then when they're done hearing about what the fans want to see, they'll start writing it, or start somehow or whatever, or yet they already do have the script and the story already written. And then they're just gonna like listen to what the fans have to say and then just tweak it in there or something like that. I don't know. So then Supersonic will probably be at the third act, and then just having the movie just build up with excitement, and then all of a sudden Sonic becomes Supersonic to destroy Metal Sonic or Shadow, and then that's when the fans will, or the audience will start getting up and just going, woo, yeah! And then Sonic is going to destroy them, and then that's how the film will end. That is my for sure theory. So anyways, you guys, there we go. That is the end of this video. My brain is actually sore right now because of all the big massive explosions that I had. That is my for sure list for what I want to see for Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2. I want you guys to comment down below what you guys want to see in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I want to hear your guys' list. But anyways, you guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Peace.